everyone and welcome to another episode of The Jamie Hughes Show. My name as always is Jamie Hughes and today I have another video in my Halloween Horror Nights review series. If you want to check out what this is all about then click the link above my head now. And today I'm going to be giving you my review of Killer Klowns from Outer Space. Now if you want to keep up to date with all the latest movie news and reviews then make sure you hit the subscribe button. And as always my videos, this review may include spoilers, so you have now been warned. So Killer Klowns from Outer Space is great. It is classic cult B-movie horror at its absolute finest. I loved this movie. It's just so over the top, just so ridiculous, so goofy. Like it's just great. I think you do have to go into this film expecting a good time. Like don't try and take it too seriously because I think you will not like it, but like just go into this film with an open mind and just roll with the punches and you will have a really fun time. I really loved the whole look of this film. The aesthetics in this movie are brilliant. I love the whole look of the spaceship, just the over the top, bright, colourful, just out of this world spaceship and all of the scenery. It really created a special mise en scène. I loved the look of the clowns. I thought that they were the perfect blend of goofy and really stupid, but they just had that little hint of creepiness and a little hint of being genuinely terrifying as well. And I love that about these clowns because, as I say, this movie is goofy. It's not really too scary. I would say it is a little bit more of a comedy than a horror, but there are a couple of bits in this movie that really kind of stuck with me and were genuinely a little bit creepy. The first one is when the clown's at the burger joint and he sees the young girl and she won't eat her food and he's kind of sat outside on the little, like what they call the little horse thing. And he's looking at the girl and he's just staring at her with this blank expression on his face. And he looks at the little girl and he just goes like that. Just really slow, and that image just stuck with me because it was so genuinely creepy. It was so unnerving. And then the other one, which I think is a million times better, and I kind of wish we had seen more of this kind of toned down horror in this film because this scene worked so well, and that's the scene in the police station where David returns to find that Officer Mooney has been killed, and it's where the clown's using him as a ventriloquist's dummy. He's kind of got nice rosy cheeks in the little line and he's like, oh come on David, like we just want to kill you. That was so well done and just so genuinely creepy. I loved it. I absolutely love that scene. It's kind of where I started to fall in love with this movie because I started to take it a little bit more seriously there because yes, it was having fun with itself, but at the same time it could deliver on the scares. Yes, they're not big over the top jump scares, but just really that kind of haunting creepiness is what makes this movie so great. Obviously if you're terrified of clowns then you are going to be scared of this movie no matter what, but yeah, this movie is just so fun. It's so over the top, it's ridiculous in points, the dialogue is cheesy, some of the effects are a little bit dated, but for the most part I think that the special effects do hold up, especially the prosthetics of the clowns and kind of the whole practical effects that they set up with the spaceship worked and looked really well. As I say, they still hold up in today's standards. I think that's because they're practical effects. I think practical effects are a lot better than kind of CGI, but yeah, it's just great. It's big, dumb, over the top, spooky camp fun. I genuinely really enjoyed this movie. I think the only negative for me is that I kind of maybe would have liked to have seen a little bit more of the story fleshed out with the clowns, kind of maybe why they were actually coming to Earth to kill people, because that's never really explained or alluded to. And I think the one thing I would change about the clowns is that I would have liked them either not to speak at all or maybe have normal voices, because I think that's what kind of took away the little bit of creepiness with these clowns, is that they kind of made like really over the top high-pitched noises. They kind of sounded a little bit like Mr. Blobby, so it was kind of hard to take them seriously as killer clowns from outer space. So yeah, I would have had them either had them not speak at all or kind of have more normal speaking voices. But that being said, it doesn't take away from the over-the-top fun I had with this movie. It's brilliant, and if you guys have seen Killer Klowns from Outer Space, let me know what you thought about it as always down in those comments below. And if you did enjoy this video and you want to keep up to date with all the latest movie news and reviews and awesome bonus features like this Halloween Horror Nights review series, then make sure you hit that subscribe button. And as always, I will see you in the very next episode of The Jamie Hughes Show. Ta-ra!